Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday. Wednesday, I tell you. How are you tonight? Welcome to Wednesday. I am back live tonight. Tell me about your day, what you are grateful for this Wednesday night. That's what I want to know. I want to know what you are grateful for. I'm glad to be back here with you. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for safe travels and getting to spend some wonderful time with other store owners. Hey, I am well, Kitty. It is good to be here. It is good to be here. I'm a tired traveler, but I am well. Traveling does take a lot out of you, and I've been a lot of places in the last couple of weeks. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Dazzle, and the pets of resale. It is treat time. Treat time. I got to tell you, up there, they're really into cats. Up in the Portland airport's got more things about cats than I can keep track of. They got a big sign, "Welcome to Purrland" instead of Portland for the cats. It is good. What is happening in your guys' world tonight? How are you? What are you feeling grateful for this Wednesday night? Did you know it's Hump Day? Hump Day, people. I have been being when you're traveling like this, you lose track of the days. I mean, I know you know that, but you forget. You lose track of the days. Yeah, I was really surprised by that, and I have a crazy cat lady that works for me, Adele, and I sent her pictures of the all the cat stuff. Sunny with a high of 20. I'm grateful for Neil. Hey, Joni, I am grateful for you. You ladies were wonderful. It was really, really, absolutely amazing to work with you ladies on your business. I feel very blessed to have had that opportunity, and thank you very much. And to finally meet your husband, Joni, was a true pleasure. He is a great guy, and definitely enjoyed my time up there. And I can't believe I'm in Texas now for the next couple of days. I'm already getting weather alerts though on the weather I'm going back to, so I'm getting that. That's not good there, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. I'm not too worried about weather. Hey, Jennifer, I am sorry I missed Sunday. The travel and travel delays and being everywhere had me all over the place. So I didn't think you wanted me at like midnight Eastern on Sunday night. I didn't think you wanted that Sunday night. But I do apologize for that. But that's the joys of traveling going west. When you go all the way, I guess honestly, whenever you go all the way across the country. Whenever you go all the way across the country, it's tough from whatever direction you're going. I do want to make Illinois run. I got a lot of people that I'd like to see in Illinois, including you, Kitty. I mean, but I'd like you to get it a little warmer. If you can get it a little warmer, maybe. I don't know. It's cool in Texas today. I mean, I actually just before I came on, this hotel room's a little cool, and I started to turn on the heat in here, and then I turned it off so it didn't make so much noise while I was broadcasting tonight. So I didn't want that, but this it will be we're days away from the groundhog telling us how soon spring is. Well, we're days away from that. Hey, Rose. Record low temps. Well, I hope you get it fixed by when I'm in Florida next week, Rose. So fix the temperature in Florida before I'm in Florida. I guess that's a preview. I'm in Florida next week. If I'm keeping my calendar straight, sometime next week I'm in Florida again. I can't keep track of my schedule. It was suggested that I get a social secretary to book all my travel and to keep up with it all because it just is another thing on my list. So, which is probably not a bad idea. It's hard enough to Cassandra getting me all packed to go. So, but yes, I'm scheduled to be home briefly, depending on the weather this weekend. So, that is the plan, anyways. Next week looks way better. That's good. I saw somebody's post, one of you Florida people, that it was in the 40s or something, and that's just yucky for Florida. That is not good Florida weather. I like 70 with a little breeze or something would work for me. But that's for all the power of man, and woman, I guess we're for all the power of man and women. You can't control the weather. We can't control the weather. High in the 40, low of 31. Whoa, that is cold. That is cold, Rose. I don't. I want to stay. I can get that up north. I can get that at home. The one thing I was sad about is all the fog that we had in Vancouver and Portland. There was so much fog you couldn't see anything. But especially when I got into Portland on Sunday, it was just the fog. There was so much fog you couldn't see anything. Absolutely couldn't see anything. I was driving around trying to feel my way around, and you couldn't see anything. But I don't have a fog problem in Texas tonight. Little cool, but not a big deal. Yes, I am here in Texas safely, Bailey. Thank you. Yes, yes. Get all those sweaters and vests and everything, jackets sold this week, Rose. That is a good thing. 15 below. Yuck, kitty. Yuck. I know Cassandra's been telling me it's been cold up there. I just haven't paid much attention to it. I just with the time change and everything else, and I don't watch the news of the weather much anyways. It has been not something I've overly paid attention to. But that is the way it rolls sometimes. You just can't keep track of that. I got some great stuff for you tonight. We're gonna talk videos a little bit tonight. We're gonna talk the internet and videos a little bit. I got a few things for you tonight. Minus 11, Julie. I didn't see when you snuck in there. Oh, good. I'm glad weather will be back in the 70s next week when I'm in Florida. Thank you, Rose, for making that happen. Weather in the 70s next week. Although, granted, I'm working some of that. Next week is not all fun or anything. It's work. Let's get started with our Stay Positive book. It's a challenge to stay positive on your worst day and humble and hungry on your best day. But this will help you keep going and growing. If you believe your best days are behind you, they are. If you believe your best days are ahead of you, they are. I love that. If you believe your best days are behind you, they are. If you believe your best days are ahead of you, they are. It all starts up here, people. It's all your mental health, your mental perception, your outlook sets your views in motion, sets your body in motion, sets your world in motion. I'm going to go out on a limb there and say your perception set the world in motion. And so lead with positive. So I got a few things here for you tonight. One, because I know Adele's has been waiting for it, is I have trivia night. I have trivia tonight. I do have trivia tonight. And so we are going with trivia. I'm going to start with trivia and go into some other things tonight. Remember, for trivia, 3 of these stories are real. 3 are real. 1 is fake. Only one of them is fake. Can you spot the fake story? Oscar Mayer dropped a baloney-inspired face mask that is already sold out. Dollar General is the latest retail to want in on the metaverse. Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop will release a $75 limited edition candle called Hands Off My Vagina in honor of the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. Okay, I did not see that coming. M&Ms are getting new shapes and sizes as part of the brand's bid to be more inclusive. So what is the fake story? Is it Oscar Mayer dropped a baloney-inspired face mask that is already sold out? Dollar General is the latest retailer to want in on the metaverse. Is Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop releasing a $75 limited edition candle called Hands Off My Vagina in honor of the anniversary of Roe v. Wade? Or is M&M's getting new shapes and sizes as part of the brand's bid to be more inclusive? What is the fake story? Give that some thought. Our quote from Simon tonight is, creating something new is easy. Creating something that can last is the challenge. Creating something new is easy. Creating something that can last is a challenge. And I like this quote from Simon because I talk about your businesses. I talk about your businesses as having its own life. Okay? Your business should have its own life. If you think of the items, I mean, this is where resale has a huge advantage. When you look at your store and you think the items, you're giving items a second life. You are giving them a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance. Your business, okay, a business that lasts, okay, a business that grows and lives beyond you, a business that is a life of its own, a business that exists not because of you, not your day-to-day doesn't exist because of you. It is something that can truly last and pass on to generations and pass on to other owners. I mean, and I really love that. When I work with store owners that are selling and stuff, and especially ones that have sold, that this is the third owner and stuff, and it's been over decades, over 30 or 40 years that you're getting the second or third owner of a business. And it's really exciting to see that creating something that can last. Ooh, you guys are not in agreement tonight. Let's see. We've got Julie saying the M&M one is true, and I will give you that. The M&M one is true. I think I've seen ads for that pop up. The M&M one is true. Well, you guys are all over the place tonight. You guys are guessing all the true ones. Okay, so Oscar Mayer did release a baloney-inspired face mask that is already sold out. Thankfully, already sold out. But I mean, it looks as ridiculous as it sounds. I mean, I won't claim to have great knowledge of beauty and stuff, but it looked like a piece of baloney you were putting on your face. I mean, that was the design of it. I've seen pictures of it. And Gwyneth Paltrow is true. It is true, but Dollar General is just staying in the real world right now. They are not getting in on the metaverse. They are not creating and selling fake things. I mean, the metaverse is quite an interesting phenomenon right now where companies are selling, and people are, I guess it's not so weird that people are selling. It's what's weird is people are buying. People are buying virtual sneakers and virtual clothes and virtual stuff. And it's like, would you buy a virtual Ralph Lauren something or a Gucci this? And people are buying this stuff so that your character in a virtual world has this. And it's just like, I like real things. I like real things. I cannot lie. So I personally do not get it, but that is a big thing right now where people are buying this fake things, but Dollar General is saying they're staying out of it, at least for now anyways. So that is interesting, and I guess you guys all went the wrong way on that one. I was it's always interesting which way the trivia takes us, and I hadn't even read that. I'm reading it. I remembered which one was fake, but I hadn't read. I had forgotten what the Gwyneth Paltrow one was until I'm reading it. I'm like, okay, I guess I've gone this far. I'm reading it. I thought you'd find this interesting. I just bring this useless guy in, what I call falls into the category of useless guy info of what the TSA says it's top confiscated items of 2021. Okay, or most unique items of 2021. Number one, a chainsaw. Number one item was a chainsaw confiscated at the New Orleans airport. Number two, a gun-themed wine holder picked up at the Sacramento airport. We are broadcasting today on both Facebook and YouTube. If you have any problems with Facebook, hop on over to YouTube. A large collection of fireworks at the Syracuse airport in New York. A machete at Reagan National Airport in DC. Bear spray in Florida. Bear spray at the Destin, Florida airport. A cleaver at the Harrisburg International Airport in Pennsylvania. A firearm buckle at the Honolulu International Airport. Oh, this has got to be, I'm in Texas. I love number 8. A meth burrito at the Hobby International Airport in Houston. A pistol in the Newark International Airport. And bullets in deodorant was number 10 at the Atlantic City Airport in New Jersey. So just weird things found and voted on by the TSA. Couple other quick notes. NRF has announced the holiday sales rose 14% to beat the forecast. Apparel sales during the holiday season were up 33%. 33%. Sporting goods stores, they said, were up almost 21%. General merchandise up 15%. Furniture and home furnishing stores up 15%. Electronic and appliance stores up 14%. Building materials and garden supply stores up 13.5%. Health and personal care stores up 9.6%, and grocery and beverage stores up 8.6%. Keep in mind, those numbers are versus 2021 versus 2020, 2021 versus 2020. But a lot of those categories did well versus 2019, and we're still up versus 2019. So overall, it was a good. People were in person, in store. Supply chain had something to do with that, but they were putting their hands on goods, which was definitely different than what happened in Christmas of 2020, when we were just starting to get ready to, get the vaccines out there and stuff. So it is a good thing. I know remote work is big right now, and there's a lot of talk around that. But what isn't getting talked about is just starting to ruffle feathers. Is employee surveillance is exploding with remote work. Employee surveillance in all forms, from tracking keyboard from the very simple of are you logged into your work computer, to keyboard logging and website and activity and just everything that you do with any electronic device that is work related, whether that's a phone, a computer, a tablet, anything that's work related, and what you are doing and when you are doing it is exploding, and it's expected to be here to stay. But I'm guessing we're gonna, and it's been around for a long time, but I'm guessing we're gonna have some more privacy issues come up about that in the coming months. What I wanted to talk about tonight, that's become a big question that I get a lot, and I'm going to come at it from a different angle, is I wanted to talk about the front room and the back room of your store. Okay. And what I mean by that is, the front part's the pretty part, right? It's where everything looks lovely, like you saw us in that picture with Bailey and Joni and I, and the beautiful bag purses, and how great they looked and everything. That's the pretty shiny part, and everything else. Where your back room is sort of the junk. It's sort of that room where you throw everything, where you're having guests come over. The front is where you have your guests come over. Okay, if you're having company, the front the front of your store is where all the company comes over, right? The front of the store is where all your company comes to visit and checks it out. And the back is where you throw everything. You're like, okay, I gotta get this out of here. I can't have that get seen, and I gotta get this out of there, and all this other stuff, and I'm gonna throw that in the back room. And that's sort of the way the store works. Well, in the age of the internet and Facebook and Instagram stories and Reels and TikToks and everything else, so everything that is the internet, okay, you just like teenage girls compare themselves to others on Instagram and to fake things, and the Kardashian effect almost, of comparing oneself. You store owners do it too with stores you see on Facebook and Instagram and all social media, anything online, okay? And even sometimes in person, okay? But you're comparing your back of store, what's happening in your back room, and you're seeing what they set out for their company. So you're seeing in those videos, in those talks, in what they say and do, you are seeing what they set out for their company. And that isn't always the reality of things. There's what's happening in the back room, okay, and behind the scenes. And when you're looking at that, you are very often comparing your back of room, your back of store, to someone else's front of store, okay? And saying, oh my God, wouldn't it be great if I had so many people show up on my live? Or they must be having exponential sales and just money pouring out everywhere. They can't even keep up with going to the bank. They must have money coming in so quickly. And it's, or like a teenager, you feel inadequate because that picture is prettier. That airbrush picture is prettier than I look in the real mirror. And you feel that way about your store when you're looking at somebody else's store and saying, you're looking at the front of house picture, the picture that's set out for the company, when you're watching these videos. And even when you see people say sold, claiming items during the Loyal Shops videos, that doesn't mean those things get paid for. And that doesn't mean they get picked up and delivered and all these things. You don't know what their rent is, and you don't know what their utilities are and how much they're paying their staff and all these other things that goes into it. So what I don't want you to compare what of your back of store to someone else's front of store. The best measuring stick to grow your business, if you want to take your business to the next level, if you want to grow you, is to compare you against you, to beat your previous best, to do better than you have been doing, to set yourself in motion to say, I'm going to change something. Not everything, because everything doesn't work. When you go and say, I'm going to change everything, that does not work. But starting to change something does, okay? Making those little incremental changes. It does not have to be massive changes. It does not, change in your business does not have to be massive to have a massive effect. Because the snowball effect, the multiplication effect, has a great effect when you start making changes. It only takes a little bit. It only takes, quarters, pennies matter when making changes, because they affect when you do volume, when you start moving a quantity of merchandise, it changes the whole outlook of your business. Okay. And your business is there to serve you. You are not there to you are not living to work. Okay. You should not, that should not be your only calling card. And there is so much more to you and so much more that you have to give, that should not be what keeps you going and keeps things moving. Okay, it's just that you get up and go to work and you come home and you go do it again tomorrow. Okay, there is more to this than that, and you can create the life that you want, but you have to. Hey, Natasha, how are you tonight? It is great to have you here. We got a lot of Illinois people tonight. It is creating that environment. It is creating that work. It is creating that life, okay, that you want. But don't compare yourself to others, and especially don't compare yourself to what you see, hear, think in somebody else's. You don't know. You don't know their pains. You don't know what their struggles. The internet is a theater. Is a theater for things, and so but you can have what you want, okay? And usually that picture isn't what you want. That pretty picture isn't what you would paint. That's not the Picasso you would paint of your life and of your store. And one of the things I encourage store owners when I'm sitting with a store owner one-on-one is to paint me a picture. Paint me a picture of the life you want, of the store you want, okay? Even if it's completely far-fetched, even if it's, totally way out there, because you can't get what you want. You can't achieve your dreams if you're chasing somebody else's. And so don't chase somebody else's dream. Chase your own dreams. Chase your own dreams, and be happy to chase those dreams, because you have amazing abilities and amazing things. So chase your dreams. I have complete and total faith in your ability to do it, but don't get caught up in someone else's dreams, because they're not yours. They're not yours. What good is it even if you accomplish somebody else's dream? Okay, it's nothing. It's nothing. So don't compare that way. It's just all it does is eat up. It's yucky. It's yucky. And I don't want you to be yucky. I don't want you to be yucky. Oh, you know what else? This video and everything I talk about goes over to narts.org/resale strong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you. Everything, including a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, you can ring the bell. I don't have anything. Do I have anything to ring? Hang on a second. Okay, I can't make a chime. I can't make a cowbell out of this. Ring the bell so you know when another one drops. You can also share that with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, so we can help everybody make it to the other side, make it through, be a stronger business. I'm here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8 than ish. But if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Stay Positive book, our new book for 2022, our new book from Angie. And tonight, our first part was, it's a challenge to stay positive on your worst day and humble and hungry on your best day. But this will help you keep going and growing. If you believe your best days are behind you, they are. And if you believe your best days are ahead of you, they are. I believe your best days are ahead of you. 2 secrets to help you be your best. Failure is not meant to define you. It's meant to refine you. Sometimes you have to lose a goal to find your destiny. I often say that, and part two of that is ignore the critics. Show up and do the work. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose, and you are meant to share it. So many people let their failures define them. I mean, like that becomes who you are. And this pandemic time is a perfect example of it. Oh, the pandemic did me in. Well, you can sit back and say the pandemic did you in. Or the pandemic can be a footnote to your business story. So, keep that positive, stay positive, and don't let those your failures define you. Just a footnote, people. Somebody asked me the other day, well, can't this failure be a chapter? And I'm like, I'm not wasting that much ink in my book of things. I wouldn't give it that much ink. A footnote. That's all it is. Oh, that is all it is. Well, I don't know that I'm a true preacher there, Natasha, but I deliver the message that you need to hear. Okay, I deliver the message you need to hear, and I often say that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I'm excited for the store I'm working at tomorrow in outside of Dallas. Very excited for that. You're just going to keep on seeing more unique store. I mean, I've got a full dance card lately. And stuff. So I'm excited to share those journeys with you as I am traveling around. I'm hoping the snowstorm goes out to sea and they forget about that. Weather permitting, I will be back on Sunday night. But until then, and until Sunday night at More 8 Than Ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dinner.